While that goes around, I would like to once again extend a warm welcome to our friends from the Brookfield Rotary Club. I know that dinner at 6:15 in the evening is a little different than 7:30 in the morning, but you guys know because you used to be a morning club, so you know what it is to those of us that get up in the morning. We like it. We're by 3:30 in the afternoon, we're kind of finished.
The truth is out.
Russ, I know that you have a cause that you would like to talk about. I'd like to give you about a couple of minutes to talk about your Lyme disease.
As you know, every year our area has a Lyme seminar, and this year we're having it again upstairs. Just go up the escalator and make a left in that big room there. We figure we're going to have 300 to as many as 500 this year. In that we're making a connection through the school districts to try to get these invitations distributed to every kid. And in Brookfield, we put a lot of pressure on the superintendent of schools to also distribute some literature as well as the invite to the moms in grades K through 6. So I have plenty of these. You're welcome to invite anybody and everybody you know. I have 8.5 by 11 also that fit the store window nicely, and it's a good cause. We'll do it until there's no more Lyme.
There goes the
like
gavel.
polio. Our state really isn't doing that much.
But Russ is a nice guy. Don't go after him with that.
Ours is a little tiny one. You guys must be impotent.
It's like the Flintstones.
We are that. Okay, so now, if you have an Interact Club or a Rotaract Club, we have a fundraiser. We're using, with our Interact Club, they're selling these, I'll pass this around, support the Rotary Tick Project, no ticks allowed. With the money that we get from that, what we're doing is we're testing the ticks for a bunch of diseases. Right now, you probably saw the notice in the paper that the ticks in our area have an infection rate of 60% for Lyme. In other words, if you pick up a tick, chances are 6 out of 10 that it has Lyme disease in it. And so if it bites you, the risk of Lyme disease is pretty high. The real worryation, it seems, is the fact that you might get more than Lyme. There's 3 other diseases that are common in our ticks in this area. So what we're doing is we did a drag and we're collecting a bunch of ticks, and we're going to test them for all the other diseases so we get a handle on, and we start collecting statistics for where we are down the road. In other words, how bad are these other diseases? The state of Connecticut really is doing nothing at all. They don't provide us any literature. There's no education for schools, which is a whole other topic. We're making real good progress there in terms of introducing curriculum to the schools, and it's available for very, very little money. I mean, this is an easy Rotary project. For $60, you can buy educational materials for grades kindergarten, 3, 6, and 9. It has DVDs, has teacher information. It sets up a protocol for the school nurses. So if a kid presents with a tick, here's what they do. Here's all the paperwork. Here's how you notify the parent, and so on. It's just the right thing, and this doesn't exist now in the school districts. In Connecticut, it was funded by Greenwich, and they did all the work, and they sell this course for $60. So this is an ideal project. This would be a really ideal district project. And the grant potential here is just terrific. But it's been presented to our state, and they've basically ignored it. That's a whole other deal. So what we have at this Lyme seminar is basically some really good speakers, good information. There'll be lots and lots of handouts. And for those of you that want to consider treating your property and doing other things, we have people there that will actually have products to talk about the show, about how you might minimize the likelihood of encouraging Lyme disease on your property. I have plenty of these, and I have thousands of these. So if you want to distribute them in some massive way, just let me know. I'll get them to you for free. Oh, by the way, your club can participate in this, and I requested $50 from your club you know, because this is an Area 3 project. And if you don't, or if you can't find it within your budget to fund this project, I will fund it personally out of my pocket. Because, I feel strongly about it. Because, this is the right thing. This is like a Polio Plus thing, but it happens, it's in our district right
Just
here.
tell us who to make the check out to, Russ.
Brookfield Rotary. And you're certainly welcome to come. Please you should bring your flag so that when we take pictures, your flag appears in the paper and literature. I write a article for the Beacon, so it gets, we get good publicity out of it. You're welcome to take pictures and do whatever, on your own. And if you have some ideas, or if you want to set up a table to, let's say, market your club, you hand out, please join the Danbury Sunrise Rotary. You're welcome to do that. If there's some other thing you want to promote, show up. Let us know. We'll make sure you get a table. There's no fee. Your $50 covers you. Any questions? I'll be around afterwards.
Thank you, Russ.
Pass those out. Pass those out.
I really appreciate it.
And we're going to continue to support it, and maybe there's somebody that somebody knows in the state that can take up the project with our government. I don't know. I mean,
can I ask you a question, Russ?
Sure.
As an area project, it would be cool, but doesn't somebody have to ask the schools if we bought it and gave it to them for them to use it?
Yes.
Because it's like
That's the Rotary
$60
Club,
a school, so you figure one per
$60 for a school district, because that gives
per
you.
district.
Well, it gives you that $60 gives you the educational materials for grades kindergarten, 3, 6, and 9.
Super.
Yeah.
So it's.
So
I mean,
it
it's
takes
a real
$60
cheap
takes you a
investment for
long way.
Rotary.
Yes,
But
a really long way.
Well, I guess if you gave it to the school district, tough on them. Right?
Well, the deal I made with our superintendent is that I will pay for it and provide it for free, out of my personally, if they use it. But I'm not buying it to put it on the shelf. This isn't, it's not wall candy. It should be used. So he sent, we've been in contact with the school nurses, and there are people that are evaluating it, and no one has said the smallest negative thing about it. It's all good. It's all plus. There's no product endorsements. There's no embedded, mystery to it. It's just a good idea.
Very good. Okay, we better move along. Shirley, would you please take over?
Good morning, and welcome everybody. And our speaker this morning is Tim Tuttle. You can listen to him talk history forever. One thing I have to say this morning is when I talked to him, he had other plans, and it was iffy for him coming in this morning, but he had to rearrange everything just because I begged him, and I really appreciate it being here because he had other stuff going on today. So thank you so much, Tim, for coming in. I know it was real hard for you to come in today.